What is good, my friend? It has been a week, I believe. I've been working my shitter off. Oh, I got some new Swim Girl. This is called Weekly Weather and Swim Girl, I think. I should. Hello. Hi there. Welcome. Now I gotta do an introduction, but I'm not gonna do it just yet. Cause I got an idea on how I'm gonna format this. I'm gonna recut the earlier stream into something, you know, cut it down, put it on, re-upload it as a separate thing. Anyways. Thanks for stopping by, Gnome. You know, it's understandable. I don't know what time it is for you, but, you know, just stopping in means a lot, so, thank you. I just want to say that, you know, people feel like, I gotta go, I'm sorry, you know, I can only stay for 20 minutes. Just stopping in and saying hello is, like, huge. 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 Absolutely huge. Just hanging out. Well, I'm just hanging out with my family, having ourselves a party. Just hanging out. Alright. So, I've been thinking about BJORK all week. I've been like, I literally couldn't, I was excited to come back to the other part of the documentary. Turns out it had gotten, yes, we are doing more BJORK. I did, so it was like, there was a few pieces to the documentary, and don't mind me, I'm just gonna do a dab. There's a few parts of the documentary. So the person who had it, BJORK, Omania or whatever, didn't have, whoever owned the video, like, blocked their second video, but then I found the same documentary uploaded somewhere else. I'm gonna try and not cough into the mic this time. I rewatched the stream a few times, and I was like, it's very unpleasant to listen to someone else cough, especially when you're listening to them on YouTube. So, I got a bottle of wine. I thought, bottle of wine with my babe BJORK, with my best boo BJORK. Oh shit, we ran out of music. Hold on, sorry about that. Let's not do that. So I got a bottle of some local wine. We're gonna watch some more BJORK. I've been super excited. I got some song. We're gonna listen to some of her. We're gonna go through the top 20 of her songs. We're not gonna be forever because I run out of steam after about an hour and a half. So I was like, the last half an hour is a slog, and I was like, I need to just fucking end it. Like a dog with rabies, you just gotta end it. That's it. We might as well get right into it. Possibly one of my all-time favorite songs by her. Possibly, maybe. Ooh! Okay. So, I found possibly maybe. I guess I haven't gotten it. I don't have it here yet. But I was looking at top 20, and I did run across possibly maybe, which is interesting. You said that one of your favorite songs. Yeah, top 20. I don't know why. Okay. So let's start. There's a documentary over here. It's in our hands. Was that what I was gonna do? Top list for sure. It was a huge hit for her. Okay, I'll probably recognize it also. I just I don't I'm not good with names. I'm like, it's getting to the point at work where I'm like not knowing people's names, and I'm like, it's too far to where it felt like a Seinfeld bit. Like, I'm like, it's been too long. You need to know these people's names. Like, you can't just be like, hey, bud, you know, and then you're like, 4 people behind the line. I'm like, hey, buddy, can I get a... And they're like, all of them turn around and like, and they're very like, no, you have to use names. And I'm like, all right. Let me get some headphones real quick. What am I doing? I gotta do the nice headphones. Probably gonna... Oof. This is pretty good. I'm terrible with names. Bruh, tell me about it. It's just because I don't actively try and remember them. You know, it's not like there's no secret. There's no secret to what's going on here. I'm just bad at what I do. So where's this song? Oh my god, I lost this thing. No. Alright, I'm so sorry. Where is this coming from? In our hands. I'm back over to the cockpit here. Okay, here it is. I almost lost my mind there for a second. Okay, here we go. This is... It's in our hands. This is top 20. This is number 20. All right. Look no further. Look no Greatest Journey. What's up? Look no further. Let me turn this down a bit. So last week we stumbled upon a documentary about BJORK. I was very dismissive of her and her weirdness at first, and then I watched a documentary about her, and I realized, like, oh no, she's actually misunderstood. You know, I don't know. It was something I wasn't expecting. I thought, easy dunk, easy dunk. I'm gonna jump up there, I'm gonna slap the ball into the hole. Turns out, she's like a little, like, child prodigy. Her parents, pretty much forced her in. She's like a little Michael Jackson. She's a little Scandinavian. Take privacy protection seriously. BJORK's gonna come for you in your sleep and sing in your belly button. Quicksand. Epilepsy warning, I feel. Epilepsy warning. Well, if you stick around this long, you're definitely. So this is like a 360 show Devo and Oingo Boingo have 3D VR 360 music videos. I love that stuff. Ryan Celsius, my favorite modern mix DJ. He does that too. He does 3D videos, and he'll be like in my car, and I'll like have my phone like. Anyway, so I'll be like, I don't need this right now, but it's cool. I just don't need this. I have no idea how she's doing this. I don't know if this is like After Effects or like it. All right. Thank you. Let's see, and the final one for this bit is Triumph of the Heart. Hold on, this was number 18, 2005. This came out, Triumph of the Heart. 18 on this list, this arbitrary list. I'm fucking kitty! Ah! Oh my god, get the fuck out of— You know, I'm just testing the boundaries. Watching music videos too far. Hopefully we can get away with the documentary. This part of the documentary was struck down by whoever had it uploaded before, but it's uploaded by somebody else, so I don't know how that works. So let's get right into it, you know? I got Ryan Celsius at the start. He's my boy. So this is about where we left off with the last documentary, and I've got a bottle of wine for my baby boo BJORK, and we're gonna bounce all up in this booty, okay?
Musical combinations that she has have never been done before.
Thought you could watch videos as long as they're not monetized. I mean, it's up. The video I did is up. It's just like, I guess they just stopped it. You know? I don't know how this is gonna work. But we'll just stick with the documentary and react. I mean, I possibly could do something like— Oh no, is that what that was all? Let's see if I can fix that TV frame. It should be all connected. Alright. I mean, I could do something like that, but anyways, we're just talking about— look, this part, she looks like Michael— whoops. She looks like freaking a female Michael Jackson. Discord won't ban. No, I think like Jordan Peterson, that Discord's gonna be the last place I go.
International star. She followed with a second album in 1995, and then, after 4 years in the limelight, the pressure got too much.
We're gonna try this again.
She vented her feelings on a journalist at Bangkok airport.
I had all these songs inside me, and the only way to get them out of my system was to put me in extreme danger.
Putin?
I think you can only do that for so long. So I did that for 4 years, and then it just exploded.
Oh, I remember this.
When you've gone to that sort of speed of living, like 9,000 miles per hour.
So Janet Jackson.
You don't exactly fade down. I think you sort of explode, really, and crash. That's what I did.
Björk does not need adoration for her to make her music. and being stared at in the street and whispering there's Björk does her more harm than anybody people can.
All right, there, pickle breath.
Harm they're doing.
Iceland's pop queen leaving her home in West London late this afternoon, still distressed at the discovery she'd been the target of a crazed fan's attempt to harm her.
It's just kind of a very sad thing, you know, obviously when somebody shoots their face off, you know.
What?
I'm not sure if I'll dream very properly for a while.
Must be very frightening.
These are the last pictures of the bomber. His body was discovered after neighbours called police. Bizarrely, he'd filmed himself making the chemical explosive.
People shouldn't take me too literally and get involved in my personal life. I make music for people, you see. Basically, the bomb got sent to my house and I moved away from London and freaked out in Spain. And then I realised it was just kind of one guy who did that really. You can't blame that on a nation, can you? You know? But
she also had a fan that blew his head off.
When that happens to you, it doesn't matter what
yes,
people say.
it's the same guy.
There's no logic. It's just.
Wait a minute. Bjork uses scratch. It was very effective. Bjork uses loneliness. It's very effective. So yeah, I was just wanting to recap that, but I kept turning on my my panel. Her fan blew his brains out? Same guy, he shaved his whole body and shot himself in the head when the bomb was supposed to go off. Why is accent all over the place? That is her accent.
When you've gone through that experience, you just...
She's Icelandic.
You just want to go and never come back, you know?
Isn't that interesting how it's just like it's all over the place. It feels like a couple of accents all at once. But that's her fucking, that's why she's, you know, it's part of like why she's so good at singing. Is that peyote? I think we know the answer to that.
For much of the past year, Björk has been living in southern Spain, where she recorded her third solo album.
Yeah.
I think there's something very special about living at the edges of
Because to me,
continents. And
it sounds like South African sometimes.
Different, and it shouldn't, you know.
But it sounds American.
You can see another continent over there, and it's just kind of like it's a really healthy turn on somehow. The idea that every morning you could wake up and literally go to Africa. When I lived by the ocean there, I used to wake up every morning and have to walk for like an hour and like cross. And then I felt like I was in Spain. And then I could work. And I wake up the morning after and I hadn't just grasped the idea. So I had to do that for a month. And then I moved up here to the mountain.
Like the waitress.
And the only way I can take all this in, because it's just so outrageous. And I keep just thinking, I'm just looking at the back. It's just like, they're gonna pull the curtains in a sec.
Could you imagine jamming out in that place? Just eating Molly all day long.
These are the things that I own, that I usually have in my house, where I do all the demos. So we set this up and brought this down to Spain. When I did debut and post, they were very much like greatest hits of my musical passions for all my life. And I knew it would take 2 albums to do that. That's why I called them debut and post, before and after, of getting rid of the back catalogue almost, you know, gracefully, you know, because you can only move on if you do that, So this is like a fresh start.
She looks kind.
And that's why I want to call this album homogenic or genus or genius or whatever. I'm still working on that.
So her accent could be a blend of Icelandic and British.
It's just
absolutely.
Me now, here, and it's gonna be, instead of like all these different instruments, it's just gonna be beats, strings, and voice.
Strings. See, that's where it's like sounds South African. Strings. Uh-oh, I like this. This is depression juice right here. If you ever wanted a healthy dose of depression juice, it's right here. Oh boy, could you imagine getting notes from fucking BJORK?
I knew that this album would be like back to Iceland, sort of what I'm about. But it's very hard to kind of start from complete scratch with no tradition whatsoever.
I can't even roll. Scratch. I've always tried to roll that R.
Look at the landscape and the country and try to change that, what they saw and what they felt, into audio.
There are certain Icelandic composers.
So the only reason I know that like South African is I used to listen to Deontrud and Deontrud, however they fucking say it. Turns out they're pretty weird. They're very weird, but you know, for other reasons. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into it. Google it. Google why is Ninja from Deontrud a weirdo. Anyways, they talk a lot like her, and so that's the only reason I'm like, you know, that's my only frame of reference.
Composers, and when they compose Icelandic music, they, you know, try to imitate geysers or volcanoes, because the landscape in Iceland is very rough. It's, you know, we don't have like this, you know, trees. We don't barely have any trees. We have a lot of lavas. We have a lot of volcanoes, and there's a lot of outburst of, you know, whether suddenly the wind comes or snowstorms, and that kind of sounds, I think she's looking after, and she's talked about that. She wants more of this raw sound, not this beautiful European sound maybe.
To find that voice is very challenging, you know, and it's almost like you have to invent your own roots, and that's one of the reasons why I got the 8 string players. I wanted them all to be Icelandic.
All right. Racist much? Just kidding.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I picked up some her uses of intervals, for instance, fifths, and that's very traditional in Iceland and actually very unique. Icelandic folk songs often use
khaki pants.
These interval of fifths throughout, you know, the whole song, and she uses that in her pieces that makes it very Icelandic. For instance, in The Hunter, the 2 cellos, they are playing 2-bar motive, and you know, one of them plays the lower note, then the other cellist plays it a 5th above. And there, when you hear that, that's just right away, you know, that's Icelandic.
I was gonna say, it sounds James Bondish, and they actually used one of her songs for Quantum of Solstice.
I wrote a song called Hunter, and it's based on what my grandmother told me on Christmas about 2 different types of birds who are birds that always have the same nest all their lives, like swans, and they always have the same partners all life. And they're birds that travel all the time, and they always have different partners all the time. And kind of like to make a conscious decision to stay a hunter.
I don't know.
It kind of ended up being a little bit of a bolero, I guess. Maybe because it's Spain.
Last stream it did, yes.
That's the only song with a string arrangement I asked Deodato to do completely.
I do remember that name, the Sugar Cubes. I believe it was in the last stream.
A figure such as a bolero, you know, Ravel's bolero. In the course of the recording, we decided to exaggerate certain aspects of the string parts. By having the strings doing sliding notes and kind of sluggish and slurring.
It's so lovely. One person could do a solo on top. One person could do a solo on top. You have to be stunned.
I thought my friend came over.
When she sends me something, it's pretty much done. What I understand, and I was correct in understanding it that way, is that she really wants a color. She really wants the humanizing factor into tracks that are basically, how do you say, sequenced using different sounds or using electronic sounds.
It's good also if we put one take down and have that as well. We come tomorrow and we can listen to it.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we know what to fix, if that works or not. But at least we put it down. Okay.
Why are they all wearing geese? My bottle of BJORK. thirsty owl. Sean! Everybody give it up for Sean. This is my friend who called me. I was like, hey, I'm streaming. And then he's like, let me call this fucking guy. I was like, no, don't do that. Came to say hi. Did you stop by? Are you here? Did you knock and then leave? Was the door locked? No, it was a mistake. I know. This is my buddy Sean. You're at home. I'll have to catch up with you. I still want to go see Nope. And you gotta tell me where you live, because if I don't know where you live, like, how am I gonna stalk you? What are those shoes? Skechers, probably. But I'm off for the next 2 days, so come hit me up. No, I'll come hit you up. I don't know where you live.
That's a different machine, but same size. And you have 8 tracks and 100 noises.
I will.
And then you can make as many songs as you want. And a lot of my tunes for the last 4 years I wrote on that. It's so incredibly convenient. Put the batteries in, and you can take it. You can write.
If it's hold on, let's just do a little tech talk real quick. We're just gonna do a little tech talk, okay? If the internet, the Wi-Fi is the ability to send the internet over the waves, right? But the Wi-Fi itself does not have internet. The internet has to be fed to the Wi-Fi so the Wi-Fi can spread the internet. The internet actually comes from the router or whatever you want to call it. I always fuck it up. But if the Wi-Fi can work without internet, so you can have Wi-Fi but no internet, right? But you can't have internet with no Wi-Fi and use Wi-Fi. Give me Wi-Fi. Okay. Then why? Then why are... This is probably who you should have called in the first place. Alright.
On the airplane or your grand's house on the top of a volcano, or in a club, or in a tube. But this is a different machine. This is like a sampler. Mark Bell bought this one, and he's just teaching me it.
It's just a way of capturing.
I wonder if she'd be on Adderall
like
today.
Acoustic instruments, or other noises, but then being able to change the pitch of them. Like to make them any noise.
Your address, Sean.
Like could be a door shutting for a drum sound.
What I'd love to do live is kind of put a lot of effects on my voice.
Nice seeing you, though. Gotta go. They coming at 8 a.m. Alright, homie. Thanks for stopping by. Hit me up. I'll be off.
Will be very simple,
next couple days.
Naive, but still very natural, but very explosive.
I got a 30% off of Purity, so let me know if you want to go get some ice cream, dog.
Iceland. And we would collect very slowly over a period of almost a year, a library of noises. Iceland is geographically probably the youngest country on the planet. It's still changing and growing and very raw.
Is this her song? Yeah, it is. I love this fucking beat. This was like techno back in the day.
200 years ago. Then the lava was very thin. Went over a big area very quickly, and it went over lakes. And steam broke through because of the pressure through the
lakes.
New lava, and it made little hills.
Shut up, Joshua. That's pretty cool. Man, that Hummer's fucking sick.
Here. I wanted the beats to be like this.
love this music. Grungy techno. Oh.
I'm obsessed with electricity. My dad's an electrician, and my grandfather too. And I've been obsessed since I was a kid with people like Stockhausen, Kraftwerk, Brian Eno. Electricity has always existed, and it's not just a phenomenon of this century. And it's always been in thunder and lightnings, and in Iceland, the Thorshammer.
What?
And acupuncture has been around for 1,000 or 2,000 years. Electricity and equipment are just tools. Instead of wood or leather or metal and all these things that we so far made music out of, stroking a string, we're using electricity and to make for the ear. For me, that is probably what I would call techno.
Too bad. I wonder if Daft Punk and Bjork did anything together.
It's so amazing when people tell me that electronic music has not got soul, and they blame the computers. They got the finger and point at the computer. It's like, there's no soul here.
Listen.
It's like, you can't blame the computer. If there's not soul in the music, it's because nobody put it there. And it's not the tool's fault.
This woman is a fucking techno genius. I had no idea. There's no soul, no one put it there.
You're the one who's
it's beautiful.
Out, but you won't notice until after 5 years. If you live that long, you'll wake up all loveless.
Bjork was in Hackers, right? Pretty sure she was.
To take me on, I dare you to show me your pulse. I'm so bored of cowards that say they want, then they can't tender.
There is like a purpose behind it where the drums are really hard and then the voice is beautiful. It's just like the contrast. For something to be beautiful, something's got to be, ugly. If everything's beautiful, and nothing's beautiful.
You can't handle love, baby. You can't handle love. Oh, it's obvious you can't handle. I dare you.
Don't strike me.
I dare you.
When you first meet an Icelander, sometimes they are cold. But then, when they warm up to you, they are very fiery. We are very fiery people.
You are in all these different moods through 1 week. You are grumpy.
I dig this hairstyle, by the way.
You're cheerful, you're stupid, you're delicate, you're complicated, you're moody. And of course there's a song for every occasion, you know?
Joy is the hardest thing of all to put across. Whether you're a painter or a filmmaker or whatever you do, And it's easy to paint with black. It's easy to be angry.
All right.
Ecstasy, in her voice is unusual.
I've lost my cards, you deal me another hand. Even when I sleep, you're real on your way to me. You don't have to
There's a lot of behind the scenes. Chopping some imaginary wood. All right,
Most of my work
I'm scared of
I
like.
do in my head.
If there's too much music,
Just when
I'm getting
doing other
scared.
things. And I don't know, it's because I've been doing it for long, or because I spent so many years without recording my songs. I wasn't until 27 I started recording them. That I naturally become quite organized in my head, and I got all these different sections and little cupboards and drawers.
So I'm noticing something about our hairstyles. Okay, walk with me. Walk with me here. You saw, real quick. You saw she kind of pulling at her hair.
Drawers.
And
I started that idea and I put it in a drawer, and I can come back to it a year later, and it will still be there.
So so you see her hair is kind of like her pulling it down and like pulling it over and pulling it down. So now that I look back at, where are we? We're at 46. Now that I look at this hairstyle, I'm like, she definitely did that hair herself. She didn't have a stylist come in and do the hair in that way. She did her own hair. I'm not, to each their own. I'm growing out my hair, and hey, it's fine. It's cool. I'm just connecting dots here. That's all, the hair. It's very interesting. Let's see what else we got here. We got any other hairstyles that are, that's just kind of a short. It's just kind of a short hair. She's got her, it's still very wet and pulled to, I'm just looking, Okay, all right, that makes sense. Well, let's move on. She is, possibly she is on the spectrum, and that's makes sense with the hand movements and the rocking and things like that. And I'm in the business. I'm hopefully going to be having clients on the spectrum in the future, so I just noticed it, and it's interesting because a lot of times people on the spectrum have very strong musical abilities, and I was wondering if, because it looks like she's very tapped in when she was singing that one song, when she's right here, and they kind of they tap in, they tap into something, and it's it's amazing. So I was just it's the human brain is very interesting. It was back then, so it wouldn't have been taken. So yeah, I think back then they kind of just thought, oh, she's an artist. Oh, that's her creative process. And I'm glad that she had the avenue to do that. Not everybody does, of course, like everybody, she had parents that were very supportive of her becoming a music icon, and whether that played into it or not, I don't know. But because in the child videos she seems very, very calm, and that's neither here nor there. And I should just probably change, whatever. It's interesting. I'm trying to learn how this, you know, the development of all this happens. So I'm not trying to make light or anything like that. I'm just, I saw it. Gnome kind of confirmed it, and I think, hey, I don't know, it's pretty cool. So let's get back to where we were.
I've been doing it for long, or because I spent so many
you can see the finger grooves now.
years without recording my songs. I wasn't until 27 I started
And it
recording them.
That
It then actually become quite organized in my head, and I
place.
got all these different sections and little cuts.
So that's a very good point Gnome brings up, is that her being from a very like isolated area, people were easily dismissive and just like, oh, that's because she's from the mountains, you know, like she does that, you know, she does stuff like, you know, whatever, like it's, you know, she's just from the mountains. And I would do that. I think people in Florida would do that a lot with other kids that were maybe like developmentally not as far along. You just say, oh, they're from the sticks, you know, the kids are from the sticks. They don't really have a whole lot of public, you know, there's public education, but like maybe it's so rural that the parents can't get their kids. And I've known people like that, where they just, you know, they didn't really get to school a lot because they were so far out. That was the story, you know. But was it neglectful parents? I don't know. But like the kids just didn't get to school as much. They weren't around social situations, so they didn't develop as quickly. It took longer for them, and a lot of them didn't have jobs with other people. They were working on farms. They were working out outside, you know. So they just say, oh, they're from such and such county. You know, they're just a little, you know, they're different or whatever. So it does help, and anything to normalize it helps, you know. But now that, you know, later on we're learning about it and finding out more and more, it's, you know, we can educate ourselves. But back in 97, the internet was barely a thing, and people were just, you know, in a weird way, people were, I think, a little bit less, I don't know, things feel a lot more racist and a lot more, but in certain ways it's less, but in other ways it's a lot more. If you know, I don't know. There was like, back in the 90s, people were very racist towards black people, and I guess gay people, I don't know. But it's just, now it just seems like it's so much more heightened. It was a general kind of hate. I guess that's it. It was more of a general kind of like, ah. But now it's like a very targeted, like, I hate my neighbor, and I will eat them, like Alex Jones says. Oh man, that's a good clip. Hold on. Hold on, detour. We're gonna have to do a detour real quick.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time.
My words per minute is a little slow because I've been drinking. Peaches and squeeches, squeeches and peaches. Oh. What?
Leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. Your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass.
All right, let's go back. Let's see if I could just get the.
I'll admit it. I'm not letting my kids die. I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbor. I'm gonna haul him up by a chain. I will eat your ass. I'll do it. You think I like sizing up my neighbor? Cut him, skin him, chop his ass up. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass.
Is the bro song?
Neighbors now going. I will eat your ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass. My superpower is being honest, and I will eat
Gregory
your
Brothers.
ass. I will eat your ass. Eat your ass.
Sorry. I just want the clip. I just want the clip.
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die.
This might get me in trouble if I'm playing Alex Jones.
I've extrapolated this out, and I won't have to for a few years since I got food and stuff. But I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. And you know what? I'm ready. My daughters aren't starving to death. I'll eat my neighbors. See, my superpower is being honest. I'll eat your ass. I will.
Is this gonna get me? As long as I don't play anything for too long, I think I'm okay.
The point is have you thought about that yet? Because I'm somebody that thought I could fix this, and I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like sizing up my neighbor, how I'm going to haul him up by a chain and chop his ass up? I'll do it. I don't like them putting children in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Serious crap.
Cupboards and drawers, and I start that idea and I put it in a drawer, and I can come back to it a year later, and it will still be there. So I walk in a room, and it looks like I'm starting a song, but it's actually, in a way, I maybe been working on it.
All right, we do a little Alex Jones binge. As long as I don't do anything for too long, I think I'm okay.
Þetta alveg bara svona sound of music. Já, ok. Þú veist, alveg bara svona vibe. I write about one song a month, and it's usually just the theme of that month, like the soundtrack to that month in my life.
The Remix Bros, I forget who they changed. They changed their names, but the Remix Bros.
All the other pages, there's absolutely no way I'll open for you, whatever you offer me. Because that's so private, it's scary. And I've got a beautiful secret code.
Let me see if I can find him real quick.
So you guys will never find out what says in this.
All that no one sees, you see what's inside of me. Every nerve that hurts, you heal deep inside of me. Ooh. You don't have to speak, I feel emotional landscapes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hold on, let me find a good one. Uncircumcised Philistines!
And you push me up to this state of emergency. How beautiful to be state of.
The Remix Bros, okay? You've got to check them out.
He who knew no sin.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but it was awesome.
Uncircumcised Philistine. This uncircumcised Philistine. This uncircumcised Philistine.
All right. Okay. I fucking love them. He is a that guy is a religious preacher.
I'm a pop musician.
Uncircumcised Philistines.
Not for VIP or educated people or something like that. So I want to make that. It has to be pop music.
Fuck.
You know that
The show's a mess.
And so it's
God,
a
it's a
challenge.
mess.
It's experiment and
It's
I've got clear work on it, but you have to try.
She has got some sick ass music. Yes, they have a song about it. Hold on. Is he still on TV? I imagine, yeah. If he says he is, he is. Kenneth Copeland. He is a snake oil fucking piece of garbage. But it's supported by. Oh, this is the end of the fucking.
Next week, the South Bank Show reviews the work of author Ian Banks.
Well, shit, folks. That's the end of the documentary. Snuck up on me. Hold on, let's get some music here. No, that's not it. That's not it. There we go.
Baby, go, go, go. Or as we name it, say,
YouTube culture used to have a meme where you play a song but you put it over a random video. I see Harvey in memes. Steve, he has been adapted by the memes.
if you've anything to tell me, it had better be tonight.
Well, shit. I thought this was gonna be longer.
Somebody else may tell me and whisper the words just right. Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we name it, say, vai subito. For this poor Americano who knows little of your speech, be a nice Italiano and start to teach. Show me how in old Milano lovers hold each other tight.
Oop, I didn't put a fade on that. We're gonna watch interviews. BJORK interviews. Maybe she gotta go through the fucking whole. Ew, don't touch me like that.
How are you, BJORK?
I'm very fine.
Brick.
Do you think the man with his hat on fire is funny?
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it?
From a certain angle.
All right.
I'm still learning about them English, you see. So,
Right.
So you have to, be patient with me.
That's funny as far as we're concerned.
Okay then. I'll note that down.
Okay.
I'll put that down in my book.
Now, have you got a book? You're not here to talk about a book, are you?
What?
You're not here to talk about a book, are you?
He's got like $1 million Rolexes and shit.
Tonight, are you?
I worked it out.
Yeah.
I looked at my book.
Oh no.
That I'm not going to talk about tonight.
Right.
And I saw in my book I get angry once every 7 years.
Right.
So next time is the year 2003.
So we're all right tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just stay away from me.
Okay, but I hear.
Just stay away from me.
Champagne and oysters.
I do like oysters.
Okay, well I want to calm you down and I want you to be in a good mood, so I got you some oysters here.
This. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're very, very sweet.
Bit of Tabasco, there you go.
That's
Be careful with that knife.
This is a terrible interview.
Or as we natives say, fa subito.
Oops.
If you're ever gonna kiss me, it had better be tonight. While the mandolins are playing and stars are bright. If you've anything to tell me,
Also good as long as everyone stays away from me.
or somebody else may tell me and whisper the words just right.
Oops, sorry. I have bad muscle memory.
Já, það var nú eins og ég bjóst við, þeir voru eitthvað undarlegir þessir jólasveinar. Og þó að þeir séu kannski bræður, þá eru þeir tæpast bræður mínir. En jólin snúast nú ekki bara okkur jólasveinana, hvort við búum í Arnarhólnum eða Esjunni. Heldur höldum við heilu jól eins og þið vitið vafalaust öll. Vegna þess að á jólum fæddist Jesú Kristur. Og nú ætla nokkri krakkar undir stjórn Helgu Kirkberg að flytja okkur í tali og tónum fæðingarsögu frelsarans. Og ég ætla að biðja ykkur að hlusta vel og taka vel eftir því að þetta saga sem varðar okkur öll.
Þeir sem fyrsti vissu fæðingu Jesú barnsins voru vitringarnir 3 frá Austurlöndum.
Let's try.
Kaspar, Melkjör og Baltasar. Þeir spáðu þessum atburði eftir gömlum ritum og stöðu stjarnanna. Á ferðalagi frá Austurlöndum höfðu þeir að leiðarljósi stjörnuna sem næturnar vísaði þeim veginn til Betlehem. Þeir ferðuðust bæði fótgangandi og ríðandi þessu óralöngu leið.
Alright, let's go back. Let me just hear that again.
Þeir sem fyrsti vissu fæðingu Jesú barnsins voru vitringarnir 3 frá Austurlöndum. Kaspar, Melkjör og Baltasar. Þeir spáðu þessum atburði eftir gömlum ritum og stöðu stjarnan.
Dutch being spoken backwards.
Á ferðalagi frá
It's Red Dwarf backwards.
höfðu þeir að leiðarljósi stjörnuna sem
Bro,
næturnar
I'm trying to watch Red Dwarf. Every time I tune into the IT crowd, it's fucking the end of the 3rd season or whatever. I'm like, fuck. Okay, let's go. What is this? Icelandic Batman? Alfred, get to my bathsuit. I must face the claim. Big Dave? Yeah, I love Big Dave. I think I rated him a couple times when I was Stargate 24/7. He's my boy. He started out, like, people were hitting me up to do this stuff that he started doing, and I wouldn't do it because I was like, that's not my thing. And then Big Dave popped up to do all that stuff people were asking for, and I try to support him, whatever channel I'm on. If you're into UK stuff, and like they play the IT crowd, and that's what I try to tune into, but it's always at the wrong time for me.
Vitringarnir urðu mjög undrandi þegar stjarnan staðnæmdist við fjárhúsinu á Betlehemsvöllum. Þaðan barst bjarmi að byttu og þeir urðu ómatrúlegir.
He has his own niche, exactly, and I'm glad that people enjoy it. It just didn't make sense for me. Good God! All right, Sally. That fucking flute fucking carries. God damn. Oh. What the? There shouldn't be any subtitles for that. Refrigeration, trade the magic, and the partner. Alright, someone fucked up with. Somebody. This isn't right. This is not. No, this is not right. This is not right. What the? Are you reading the fucking subtitles? What the fuck is going on? Popular black.
Vitringarnir krupu á kné, þökkuðu Guði og veittu barninu og móðurinu lotningu sína.
This is not. I do not take responsibility for this channel or the subtitles that have been posted in it. I just wanted to see cute little Bjork, child Bjork, and somebody has encoded some, what I presume to be the wrong words, but I don't know for sure. Oh dear, what have I done? We've got the saddest little black and white kids playing the flute. Chinese English speed video. I'm gonna fucking lose. I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit. This is. I'm either gonna have a mental break, or I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna die laughing. They made a Star Wars video of that. You'll have to link me on that shit, Journey.
Hirðarnir komu hlaupandi utan af völlunum. Þeir veifuðu húfunum sínum.
I feel compassion and see disasters funny. A story that just sit. Cinder interview of the typewriter. How fish lose. Fuck. I put the translator on auto translate for English, so there might be a little bit of a problem there. But I'm drinking wine. I'm feeling fine, baby. I got a bottle of Bjork. I'm here for this shit. So they play a little music. Bjork says some cute shit. Why is that flute so much bigger? Okay, so there's different sizes flutes. There's no words right now.
Þá kom líka fleira fólk inn í fjárhúsið og færði fjölskyldunni gjafir. Einn kom með hlýtt teppi handa barninu, aðrir kom með mat og drykk handa Maríu og Jósef.
Measures, Joss. This is amazing. This is a gold mine. It was a little slow to start, and I'm gonna cut this up, but... go to where the parts everybody else rewinds.
En á meðan höfðu vitringarnir tekið líka gjafir sínar upp úr farangri.
Infertility are seen happens to be such a fish concerning Cape Casper, Death Valley lies, and you play with me, hose. Oh, to wait, she could, I chose coding. She. I think there's something wrong with the translator. But I don't understand the Icelandic, so I don't want to assume. But I'm gonna. Hear my good guys about your dog points. There a light smile through the whole page. See the new howl, loss of nice weapon, betrayed cabinet, pull authentication. If you stand, I sympathize that silent to be popular. Below endured heavy Kium. This is amazing. The Christmas special? The Christmas special is still available on YouTube, I believe. I think I have it saved. But, for some reason it doesn't get taken down. It should be like abandonware or whatever. This is some cursed ass shit. Fat trainer in small person turns me not to approach Sarah. None of the woman students still can get. I mean, how do you put a better pin on it than that? Jesus Christ. Because Disney can't own it, too embarrassed. Yeah, I know, right? But if we tried watching it, we'd totally get in trouble, but...
It's my house.
It just fucking stops. I don't know why.
This is my home in Iceland and make yourself feel like home. About 4 or 5 years, I came here, and this is this big place where they used to pull ships inside here and fix them from my hometown, you know. And a lot of things have happened there, you know. Basically spent, you know, majority of my life. A lot of memories down there. Kinda, you know, first fights, first...
It seems like people are rewinding over the parts, you know, that are her, which makes sense, right?
So every time you walk towards an ocean and stand by it, you kind of can turn everything back to point zero. 50,000 people here, and we've got 400,000 sheep.
What the fuck was this?
You can fake your little mind that you actually can if you get enough. It's a certain... So every time you walk towards an ocean and stand by it, you kind of can tune everything back to point zero. Enough.
Okay, hold on. She starts trailing off and they just change the subject. Listen to this.
So every time you walk towards an ocean and stand by it, you kind of can tune everything back to point zero. 50,000 people here, and we've got 400,000 sheep. And we're not really sure what to do with them. They're really happy here, and we get more and more of them every year, and we can't even eat all the meat that comes off them. We have to throw it in big piles, and actual thing for hang out there for ages, and you know, it's just a very kind of natural thing for people. It's always been the form of expressing yourself here in Iceland.
I think a little bit of both.
The first people are supposed to have come here. More common to deal with books and stuff like that here in Iceland than to deal
I think a little bit of both. We were talking about it earlier.
Like this, you know, you go to
Eccentric.
Northern
No, I think we were talking that I think she is on the books as being on the spectrum,
places like that in northern Canada,
because I was noticing her hair
drink really hard, you know, the same
patterns in her hair felt like pulling
the wind that hits your
and like felt like stress stuff, and turns out it was. All right. It was a short one, 3 minutes.
Like for instance, I'm with my son into this place when kids have activity, and I see this.
No stats on this one.
Spin art that was very popular in the 70s.
Michael Jackson. There's some pictures that she just looks just like him. First TV performance, courtship on later with jobs. I don't know what that means, but we're not gonna watch it. That's pretty cool. I don't mind that at all. You know, she looks like an alien. She looks like an alien. I don't mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, BJORK.
Ladies and gentlemen, BJORK.
Men didn't before have to worry about this. They can be silly, fat, funny, intellectual, hardcore, you know, sensual, all those different things, philosophical. But
she's got wonderful hair.
Feminine, feminine, feminine. And
she's very lucky.
what I like most is not everybody say this is the age of women or whatever. I think this is bullshit, you know. I just like to see women who can be characters and can be themselves.
What's that, Brendan Fraser? That was, it was Saturday Night Live. He was introducing BJORK, and I had seen that. I don't know why I just love, I mean, I know why I love Brendan Fraser, but for some reason I had already seen that. Like, it's just...
Ladies and gentlemen, BJORK.
BJORK.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Mayer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Timberlake.
Ladies and gentlemen, Britney Spears.
Ladies and gentlemen, Outkast.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorites, Dave Matthews.
Ladies and gentlemen, Missy Elliott.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pink.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jet.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Eyed Peas.
Ladies and gentlemen, G-Unit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
G-Unit.
Ladies and gentlemen, Khalees. Ladies and gentlemen, Maroon 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Jones.
Ladies and gentlemen, NERD.
Ladies and gentlemen, Toots and the Maytals featuring Ben Harper and Jack Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Janet Jackson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Usher featuring Ludacris.
Ladies and gentlemen, Avril Lavigne.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jaquan.
All right. The YouTube algorithm has done it again. I need more of those. I need more of those. How do I get those? How do I get more of those? I need more of those. Ladies and gentlemen, oops. Is that the only one like that? Oh shit! I want a bunch of them, bitch. Alright, fuck it. The trail's dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, BJORK.
Let's find... Okay, this one right here. BJORK, why do you have squid on your face?
And on behalf of Nowness, it gives me great pleasure to be sitting here with BJORK and Andrew Wang.
BJORK.
So strong. And then when we were done, and it was so dramatic, like doing all those concerts in Carnegie Hall, and everybody were crying, and you know, so we were like, we've earned the lightness, you know.
Right.
And so I also felt, as a musician, I obviously saw a gigantic musician in him, and I felt that he had gone into my world with such elegance and dignity, and interpreted it. Help me what was there.
All right, Journey,
that
I'm
I
gonna
wanted
look that
to
up.
meet, like, let's meet on a more equal basis. And of course, it's my album for sure. I mean, and he makes his albums and they have his name on it. But just as a pure musician, we kind of we decided to enter this other world and this other island, which is the sort of Arka BJORK overlap. And he pulled out like B-sides from my past, that the more sort of instrumental music that I've made. A song called Batabith, and Ambergris March, which was a song from
Ambergris?
And
Ambergris, I know from Bob's Burgers, is whale junk.
And other like really strange B-sides that he had kind of liked when he was a child in Venezuela. And we kind of pulled these kind of, took those coordinates and made this kind of new picture. And then I arranged flute, started a 12-piece flute.
Okay, that's wonderful. All right, let's check this one out.
How are you? You look wonderful. Come and sit down. And you brought some bells over for us. These are lovely. Are these for me to keep?
Go on then.
Oh, that's very kind. The bell ringers are going to be really off with the other one, aren't they? How lovely to have you on the show. It's so lovely to see you again. Thank you for coming.
BJORK is like an opposite.
Oh, thank you very much.
And let's just establish we've got...
BJORK is like an opposite Marilyn Manson. Everything is weird. Like, hell, you nailed it.
I'm sure most people are aware you are from Iceland originally.
Yep.
You are Icelandic.
Yep.
I always get a little bit confused.
Yep.
Is
Me
that where
too.
the Eskimos live in Iceland?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah, no, I've been asked and done some research and double-checked many times.
But you know what?
Times.
I was under the impression, and obviously incorrectly, that just about all
Incorrectly.
people from Iceland looked kind of like Annika Rice. Kind of like blonde and blue eyes and...
They sort of do, actually. I'm the odd one out.
You're the Eskimo.
Yes.
Now, the music we just heard is from your new album, which is called Medulla.
Yeah.
And now, what does that mean? What's that word mean?
Well, I did try to find sort of an international neutral word. I'm not sure how well I succeeded, but medulla is like medical. It's from like Latin.
Right.
And it means marrow, as in bone marrow.
So the bone that we all have inside us.
Or brain marrow, or kidney marrow, or any marrow.
Any marrow, but not the marrows that grow in the garden.
Yes, too.
The same marrow.
Plant marrow.
Any marrow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's lovely.
This is terrible.
Why did you call it marrow? I'm still not... It's a lovely name for an album and indeed a child.
Yeah. Marrow Jane.
That's what it's like. And on the album, it's just your voice and bells as well.
They're actually just...
All right, this is terrible. I can't even get through the rest of it. All right, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna watch this, and then I gotta go to bed. unfortunately. And then maybe I can actually stream some video games on YouTube. Oh my god, Punk. We're gonna go out on Punk. This is awesome. We're gonna go out on Punk, BJORK. That's TV. It's terrible. Oh. Fucking just terrible interviews, terrible jokes, boomer humor. I can't handle it. Got a haircut. R/ just fucked my shit up. Alright, well, thank you everybody for stopping by. It's been a really good time. I'm gonna cut this all up and make a cohesive video out of it. And then, re-upload it, and that will be the video. So, thanks for hanging out. Thank you. Greatest Journey. What is this? We'll just put this on too. Oh my. Oh dear. Is this the sugar cubes? Maybe. Okay, bye. I don't like the red. I don't know. I'm gonna finish my drink and then we'll get out of here, okay? Oh man. Playing for 12 people, that's awesome. It's crazy. Started out like that. With a bunch of creepy 80s stereotypes. Yeah, it might be remixed. A lot of times live, like, that's what makes it sound good. Is it like, it's not quite, I don't know. Could be the recording, could be It doesn't sound as right as in person. It could be that she looks like a 12-year-old girl playing with a bunch of teenage or over, you know, the age difference I do not feel comfortable with, okay? And then the circles on the cheek make me feel uncomfortable. She's got a dress like a doll. Get away from her. Get away from her. This is disgusting. They definitely did stuff. No! Alright, I feel like we're ending on a bad note here. I'm gonna need a palate cleanser, folks. I'm gonna need a palate cleanser. Alex, can you help me out here, bud? I don't know what to say. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. BJORK may have been taken advantage of as a young on the spectrum girl. I don't know. It's just kind of, you know, seems like that. The way that those, I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's have a good night. Thank you for stopping by Greatest Journey. Thank you, Gnome, for always catching the stream. Journey, thank you. I'll be streaming some video games coming up. I think I'm done with other people's music. We're gonna play some. I don't know what we're gonna play. We're gonna play it. Have a good night. Thank you so much. BJORK.